Very quickly, let's revise my one. Very quickly, let's revise what we have learned yesterday only, not really the entire thing that we have seen yesterday. I think so. Yesterday we started with this clear function. Yesterday we started with this clear function. In the clear function, what happens? Your all items gets again. So this is a dictionary of cricket players and their scores, and we say a dictionary name dot clear. So what happens? Every data, anything, whatever is there inside the dictionary gets wiped out, like gets cleared, right? And this is how you get the output. But when we deal with del, which is delete, so this is not the same case. If you say delete particular key, that is Rohit, so entire key and value pair gets delete. And also if you directly say delete the entire dictionary, it deletes entire dictionary, not even a variable name stores in the memory. But here the variable name is still there. Also, set of dictionary is also there, but there is no item present inside it. Apart from that, we have seen the nested dictionary, right? So today also we will kind of use this nested dictionary to understand deep copy and shallow copy. Okay? Deep copy and shallow copy. So what is nested dictionary? A dictionary. This is first dictionary inside dictionary. Okay. Dictionary inside a dictionary. So these are keys for another dictionary. These are keys for another dictionary. Okay. And we have seen some examples. In order to get the salary of employee 2, in order to get the salary this of employee 2, what you have to do is first take this, then go here, and from them go here. Okay. So this is the flow. Okay. If I want what is the city, right? Sorry, city of employee 1. I will first go here, right? Then go here, and then go here. Okay. Then go here. So this is the flow. Okay. Then mm, I think yes, from the nested dictionary, I explained you how we can create a data frame. Okay. So this is also we are going to learn. But in order to create a data frame, you need to import these packages, pandas. Okay, pandas. You have to say import pandas as PD. So this package, you need to have this package in your memory. Otherwise, you need to do like this: like pip install pandas. Okay, pip install. So this particularly pip itself a Python package, right? And this pip package installs another package. So similarly, if I do this pip install pandas, right? So it will install this package. Consider this like an application, right? An application. This application comes with a some features like creating a data frame, transposing the data frame, and more, right? Like if this particular application like mobile application or desktop application or a function or a package to be specific, This is called as package or a library. Okay. So you can see what output I've got. So this has downloaded from somewhere. Somewhere these packages have been stored. We get these packages, right? And you can see this has been installed somewhere, and then the package version that we get is 2.2.3, and then there is numpy and pandas. So these package also has some uh, kind of dependencies, right? So pandas also depends on Python, util, and so on. So you don't really have to know about it as of now, but this is we have installed the pandas. So you can also check the version of pandas like this. Python pip show pandas. Okay, if you say it like this, so it will show you what version of pandas you have. Okay. Anyways, so you can create pandas dictionary like this. Uh, does it say something? Yeah. So you can see pandas and version is 2.2.6, right? The same version that we have seen, 2.2.6. Okay. So these versions or these packages also gets upgraded day by day. Okay. People make changes in these packages, and other people use it. Okay. So we have seen, like, let's say df as a data frame equals to, this is a variable again. I assign to use this pandas as pd. So you can say cd also, you can say kd also, whatever you want to say, right? But you have to use it as pd itself. Okay. To use it as pd. So you are just giving a name. You can just simply say use import pandas, so like this, and you have to say pandas here then. Okay. You have to say pandas dot data frame. Okay. So we are just, so in the industry everyone use it as pandas as pd. So that's why like pd dot. So you don't have to write pandas every time, right? You can simply say pd dot data frame. So this is the inbuilt package from the pandas, and we have added this dictionary inside a data frame, and now that particular function need or converted that particular nested dictionary into a pandas data frame, and this is just a transport. Apart from this, we have seen this zip function, right? We have seen this zip function. So what is zip function? The name suggests zipping. Zipping means there are two things and you are merging them, right? There are two things you are merging them. For example, uh, this is one thing, this is another thing, and you are just zipping, right? Zipping them. So this looks like this. So this is marks. This is a list of students, and when you say result, name, and marks, zipping them, you get an output like this. Yeah, you get an output like this. We need to run this first. Right? So the first thing, you get a list of these things. So we have zipped. Zip means just सीव कर दिया इसको और इसको, right? I think it, and then we later on converted into a dictionary. You can similarly run this on a dictionary itself. Okay, on a dictionary itself. So this was a list. You can do it on a dictionary itself. So this is some background working which is happening there. Okay, this is some background working which is happening in the zip function. Okay, but what is happening? We have taken two lists and one empty dictionary. We have run two loops. So this is first loop. This is the second loop. Second loop runs the length of the marks, that is 5 times. First loop runs through the names, one has to run through the next, one has to run through one loop has to run through the length of the marks, and we are just saying if I equals to j, तो इस डिक्शनरी का की and marks का j को equal कर दो, ठीक है, and this is how we are getting the dictionary at the end. Then we have seen the list or dictionary comprehension. Okay, list comprehension is also a thing that people will ask you. So it is just we just run a loop first for I in a range of 10, right? Do the I square. We have just said do the I square. So you can write like, so whatever the thing you write after this statement, you just have to pick this one and place it here, right? And combine it into either a list or a dictionary. Okay. But if you are mentioning or adding in a dictionary, you need to mention key values here. So this is I is a key, right? Is to right? Colon this list comprehension or comprehension. So this is a key value, right? Like this. I'm writing galat color. So this is how you can do it. But for the list, you just simply have to add it in a list. Okay. For the list, you just simply have to add it in the list. In the list. Okay. Then that's sum up with the yesterday's uh, teaching. Now we have some more functions, like not much, only two functions left from the dictionary, and then the dictionary will get over, and we can go for some more interesting parts like functions or methods, right? And then mainly like 80% of the Python is done, and we can go for regular expression. It's also Python, pandas, and NumPy. So the in few days we will start the data science packages. Maybe those are also Python packages, but those are popular as data science packages. So now let's continue with another function that is from, okay, that is a from. So for example, what is from key? Let me just give you one example. So if I say dictionary or dict dot, you can see here from key. So there are all these functions are also there, ठीक है. तो ये वाले छोड़ दो जिसके सामने अंडरस्कोर है. Clear we have seen, copy we have seen, from key we will learn. Then there is a get function we have seen, items keys, MRO we have not seen, but it is rarely used. Pop we have seen, pop items we have seen, set default we have seen, update we have seen, and values also we have seen, right? So the one is left from keys. MRO I really don't know. I have really not used, but let's see what it does going on. So from key, you can also hover like this, okay, and you will get the idea. Like it says from key self at type something list. Returns the types of method resolution. Right? And from key it says from key iterable something something something. Okay, anyway, we don't have to go into it. We can let's learn like this. So I have said what I have said, dictionary. So this you have to do. Okay, dictionary. Okay, you have to say dictionary dot from key dot from key. You need to add some values, comma some value. Okay, you need to add some value, comma some values. So what is the syntax basically? The syntax is equals to, you have to say dict dot from keys. ठीक है. Then there will be iterable and values. Okay. So these are iterables, or you can say simply keys. Okay. And this is a value. If I run this, I will get, so this is a value, key key value. Okay. Key value, key value. It's simple, right? So basically this is a key and this is a value, a single value which is assigned to each key. A single value which is assigned to each key. Getting it? इससे ज्यादा कुछ है ही नहीं इसमें. One more example let me give you. So dict dot from keys dict dot from key, and we need to say like this. Uh, then I will say, let's say Monday, comma Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, and I will say these are uh, the value is, for example, 200, whatever we can keep, right? 2000. And if I run this, I will get Monday assigned 2000, Tuesday assigned 2000, Wednesday assigned 2000. Okay, as this is as simple, right? But what if I don't give a value here, right? I don't give a value. So what will happen is it will change this 2000 into none. So none is the default value. Okay. So the none is the default value. Getting it? So let's write some things here. So it sets a particular value to all the keys. Okay. To all the keys. A particular value to the all key. This particular value you can set to all the keys. So basically these are keys, and you if you want to set some value to all the keys, you can set up, right? And a default value is none, right? It's not provided. Okay. Okay. If not provided, the default value is none. Okay. So for example, you have a data and your manager asks you to assign some value, like some desired value. So for example, you have three products. So I am giving you this question. Okay. जिसमें I am saying dict dot from keys, and I am saying we have these products, some products like मेरे पास है iPhone, Samsung and Nokia, and I want you to assign all सबका प्राइस 20,000 कर दो. ठीक है. आई हैव सेड आज से सैमसंग से लेकर आईफोन, नोकिया, ऑल द फोन will get in 20,000 rupees only. So what will be the output, guys? What will be the output? Drop in the comments. What will be the output of this particular question, right? Any answer. Quick, quick, quick. So iPhone 20,000, Samsung 20,000, Nokia 20,000. This is a right answer except I think this one, let me check. So this has to be like this. This it should be covered in the dictionary only. Okay. This is a right one where parenthesis where Nokia का spelling गलत है by the way 20,000 20,000 20,000. Okay. So both answers are right. Okay. Are right except you need to get it right. Like a very simple thing can make it wrong. Okay. So the thing is that you have got it. Okay. You have got it. So let's move on to next or last thing from the dictionary. Okay. So we will close all the data types from the Python. And congratulations to everyone that who have been part of this particular entire Python thing. Okay, entire Python thing. So that's great. That's great. Let's learn then what is deep copy and shallow copy or also a copy. Okay. So very first thing, this is a dictionary of technologies. This I have said LLMs, large language model, cost, not really cost. Let's say if you know large language model, you will get 20,000 extra salary. If you know AI, you will get 50,000 extra salary. If you know machine learning, you will get 40,000. If you know deep learning, you will get 50,000 extra salary. Okay, every month, of course. So, so what I will do is I will make a new copy. Okay, and I will try to learn this thing. Basically, I will make a new copy of this technologies, right? So how to make a new copies? So first define where you want to store. So copy of tech. Okay, I've said copy of tech. This is just a variable I've said, right? Okay. And then I will say technologies like this technologies dot copy, right? Technology dot copy. And if I say it's the same, right? So now if I call this technologies or tech copy tech, this both are same, right? I've just created a copy. इसका simply मैंने copy create कर लिया. Now let's learn uh, like let's try to change a function in the copy and see if something happens to the technology. So now if I say copy dot tech or copy tech, okay, उसमें से I want to change LLM to from 20,000 to 50,000. Okay. I don't want this 20,000. ये 20,000 नहीं चाहिए मुझे. I want 50,000 यहाँ पे. If I run this and if I again ask this, what I will get from 20, it is now 50. ठीक है. 20 था 50 हुआ. किसमें कॉपी टेक में. Similarly, मैंने इसको तो चेंज नहीं किया है. Technologies I have not changed. If I ask this, you can see टेक्नोलॉजी में सिमिलर जैसा है वैसा ही है. ठीक है. सिंपल है, राइट. सिंपल है. Now let's make this a nested loop, a nested dictionary. Nested dictionary. Nested dictionary. This now I am saying technologies 2 is equal to this, this. Okay. This is a nested dictionary. Okay. Technologies 2. Technologies 2. Okay. If I ask this, I will get something like this. So what is nested dictionary? A dictionary inside a dictionary. Okay. So I have said LLM. So name है LLM. Price है 20,000. Rating है 4.5. AI name है, AI price है 50,000, rating है 4.8 and so on. ठीक है. So let's create a copy of this now. Okay. What I've said, let's create a copy. So इसमें I'm saying tech copy is equals to technologies dot to dot copy. ठीक है. ठीक है. So this is इसका एक copy हो गया. So now if I run this, it looks like this, right? So now I am making a changes in the copy. इसमें मुझे change करना है क्या? ये जो 20,000 प्राइस था, इसको मुझे 50,000 करना है, right? What I will say, take a copy LLM LLM में से जो प्राइस है, LLM में से जो प्राइस है, first I will go to this text copy, then LLM में से जो प्राइस है, that I want to change to 55,000. Okay. And now if I ask, you can see मेरा जो कॉपी है वो कॉपी चेंज हो गया, राइट? कॉपी हैज बीन चेंज. एलएलएम में से जो प्राइस था वो 55 हो गया. नाउ लेट्स सी नाउ लेट्स सी टेक्नोलॉजीज को क्या हुआ है. अरे ये तो टेक्नोलॉजी का प्राइस भी चेंज हो गया. So logically, we have not changed this one. We have not changed this one. इसका जो कॉपी था, ठीक है, this copied one, we have changed it. But you see, in the parent copy also changed, right? So this is not good. This is not good. Why not good? Consider that you have your birth certificate, not really birth certificate. You have your mark sheet, okay, original mark sheet. So this is a original mark sheet, and then you made a xerox of it. Okay, so this is a xerox, right? We have seen, we have created a copy, and somehow you change your marks from 20 marks to 55 marks. And if you see, your parent or the main mark sheet also got changed. So that is not good, right? That is not good. So this is the problem with copy, or this is also called as a shallow copy. Okay, this is also called as a shallow copy. Shallow copy. Shape of shallow. Okay. So what is the issue with this? So it works fine with primitive data type or simple dictionary. Okay, dictionary, but does not perform well with nested dictionary. ठीक है. Nested dictionary. Understood? Everyone understood? If understood, type yes in the comment, guys. Because this is, if you understood this one, you will easily understand what is deep copy. Okay. If you have understood this one, type yes. Otherwise, I will revise. Basically, what we are trying to do is, कि पहले मैंने एक सिंपल डिक्शनरी का एग्जांपल दिया, वेयर इट इज, एक सिंपल डिक्शनरी का एग्जांपल दिया जिसमें आई क्रिएटेड अ कॉपी. ठीक है. और कॉपी में चेंज किया, आई हैव चेंज इन द कॉपी. कॉपी वाज, कॉपी का फाइल जो था वो चेंज हो गया, लेकिन जो पेरेंट था, जो ओरिजिनल ओरिजिनल टेक्स्ट था मेरा, दैट नॉट गॉट चेंज. ठीक है. तो वो वैसे के वैसे था. तो इट इज लाइक वो रेगुलर या सिंपल डिक्शनरी में कॉपी फंक्शन वर्किंग फाइन. बट व्हेन आई डील विद दीज, यू नो, नेस्टेड डिक्शनरी, तो ये यहाँ पर फेल हो रहा है. दैट इज व्हाट आई वांट टू एक्सप्लेन, राइट? So if you have no answer, okay, let's understand deep copy also and then compare. Okay, let's understand deep copy. तो डीप कॉपी कहाँ से आएगा? फ्रॉम कॉपी, फ्रॉम कॉपी import deep copy. ठीक है. So same example I will take. Same example. I will say this. तो ये तो वर्क हो जाता है, डॉट कॉपी। ठीक है, और ये कॉपी मैंने किसमें स्टोर करा, कॉपी, कॉपी टेक वन में, टेक्नोलॉजी, टेक्नोलॉजी, टेक्नोलॉजीज। ठीक है, so now I have created this, right? Then I will, अच्छा भाई, तो ये देख लो पहले। ठीक है, तो ये दो कॉपीज है। ठीक है, these are two copies. Okay, so now I will check, instead of copy we need to say deep copy, we need to say deep copy. ठीक है, ये वाला। If I run this now, okay, this is not how it is done. We need to say deep copy of technologies. Deep copy of technologies. Now if you see, this is a deep copy. So if I make some changes here, so LLM को now I have ये कर दिया। ठीक है, चेंज कर दिया 50,000 को। तो इफ यू सी, इसमें ये पहले टेक्नोलॉजी ऐसा था, उसके बाद कॉपी ऐसा हुआ, और उस कॉपी में जो चेंज किए थे वो कॉपी का चेंज भी हुआ है, बट टेक्नोलॉजीज को कुछ नहीं हुआ। ठीक है, टेक्नोलॉजीज को कुछ नहीं हुआ। बट नाउ if I take the same example of this nested thing, so here I will say, technologies too, right? Then I will make a deep copy, right? Okay, simple है। तो क्या किया पहले, what I have done is, ठीक है, so now you can see, so now you can see, पहले माई टेक्नोलॉजी टू लुक्स लाइक दिस। ठीक है, कुछ इस तरीके से इट लुक्स लाइक। सो देन फर्स्ट व्हाट आई हैव डन इज आई क्रिएटेड अ डीप कॉपी। ठीक है, डीप कॉपी इज लाइक दिस। देन आई हैव चेंज द प्राइस इनटू 55,000। तो प्राइस गॉट चेंज टू 55,000, और मैंने फिर से ये जो मेरा पेरेंट टेक्नोलॉजी था उसको चेक करा, so it is 2000, now it is fine, right? Why? Because in the, ठीक है, here if you see in the shallow copy, so this is a shallow copy। ठीक है, shallow copy में जब मैं कॉपीड आइटम जो मेरा जेरोक्स था उसमें जब मैं प्राइस चेंज कर रहा था, तो जेरोक्स में तो प्राइस चेंज हो गया। ठीक है, बट मेरा जो पेरेंट है उसमें भी प्राइस चेंज हो गया। बट व्हेन यू डील विद द डीप कॉपी, तो हियर यू कैन सी दिस इज माय जेरोक्स। ठीक है, जेरोक्स पहले ऐसे था, मैंने उसको चेंज करा, और जब मेरा वो ओरिजिनल कॉपी था उसमें कुछ भी चेंज आया नहीं है। Right? There is no change in the original copy. So the same concept you have learned in the list also. So if someone is practicing, so he will get it very clearly. So let me just give you a, a write up. ठीक है, shallow copy। ठीक है, then I say deep copy। So shallow copy works well with simple dictionary। ठीक है, whereas this also works with a simple dictionary। ठीक है, तो और आगे रखें देते हैं। Second point we have said, second point we have said, shallow copy does not work well with a nested dictionary. What happens? अगर मैं copied item में if I make if I make changes in copy item, those those changes reflect reflects in parent parent uh, dict ठीक है। And deep copy works well with a nested dictionary also, ठीक है। तो this is the entire story। shallow copy में क्या होगा कि सिंपल कॉपी को लाइक एग्जांपल देता है, दिस इज माय पेरेंट कॉपी, ठीक है, दिस इज माय पेरेंट कॉपी और दिस इज माय शैलो कॉपी, ठीक है। अगर ये नेस्टेड है ठीक है, और लेट्स नॉट गो देयर, लेट्स सी अगर ये सिंपल ही है, ठीक है, सिंपल वाला ही है, सिंपल। इफ आई मेक अ चेंजेस हियर, तो अभी जो ये कॉपी है, ठीक है, दिस इज अ कॉपी वन, दिस इज कॉपी। अगर मैं इधर कुछ चेंजेस कर देता हूँ, ठीक है, तो दोज चेंजेस विल नॉट रिफ्लेक्ट हियर, ठीक है, बस कॉपी में रहेंगे, दैट इज गुड, ठीक है। और डीप कॉपी में भी सेम चीज है। बट व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट अ डीप कॉपी और नेस्टेड कॉपी, ठीक है, नेस्टेड कॉपी में क्या रहता है, डिक्शनरी इनसाइड अ डिक्शनरी, ठीक है, डिक्शनरी इनसाइड अ डिक्शनरी। So now if I make changes here like this, so when we deal with only copy, ये सेम चेंजेस यहाँ पर भी दिखते हैं, ऑटोमेटिक आ जाता है, ऑटोमेटिक आ जाता है, विच इज नॉट गुड, क्योंकि ये मेरा पेरेंट कॉपी है, राइट, मेरा पेरेंट जेरोक्स और ये मेरा जेरोक्स है। तो ये प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने के लिए दिस डीप कॉपी केम अप, ठीक है। व्हाट डीप कॉपी डज, अगर आप यहाँ पर कोई चेंजेस करते हो तो वो चेंजेस इधर रिफ्लेक्ट नहीं होते इन द पेरेंट कॉपी, इन द ओरिजिनल कॉपी, ठीक है, ठीक है। तो दिस इज द मीनिंग ऑफ डीप कॉपी। So keeping this here, anyone getting this? Like, is there any doubt? If there is a doubt, type a DT in the comments, guys. If there is a doubt, type DT in the comments. Tell me if there is slightest, slightest of the doubt. So let's discuss that one. Getting great. So, so this was it for the dictionary, guys. Yeah, this was it for the dictionary. This way, we have seen quite a few things, right? And let's quickly start another topic that is called functions. Okay, so now the Python is over. We are moving to a function 2.1.1. Python, as in this is also Python's part, but data type खत्म हो चुके हैं, ठीक है। Functions dot ipyn, तो डेटा टाइप सारे खत्म हो गए। क्या क्या डेटा टाइप थे, स्ट्रिंग है, ठीक है, देन इसके अंदर न्यूमेरिक डेटा टाइप्स है, that is integer, float, complex, then list, right, then tuple, उसमें loops भी सीखे हमने, then set, then frozen set and a dictionary, ठीक है, इसके अंदर boolean भी सीखा रहेगा, true and false जो आता है, all those things. So now a very interesting topic. So since we have very less time, so I will just give you an introduction to it. But one of the most used thing in the Python that is called as functions. The functions को ही कहा जाता है methods. Okay? Functions or methods. Functions or methods. एक simple example I would like to give you. ठीक है? So we used to write this very initially. Print hello hello world. So this is someone's first code when someone writes. So we say print hello world. Hello world print कर दो. ठीक है? This is the only thing that we say, right? Like a print function. This is just a string. So meanwhile disconnects. Let's create some nodes. Okay. So there are two types of functions. Instead of that, let's write a definition of function. Okay. Definition of functions. So functions are the block of code, okay, of code that only runs when they are called. Okay. So since our kernel has been connected, so this is the code, right? हमने क्या करा, प्रिंट करा hello world को, प्रिंट किया hello world को. So this simple thing we can convert it into a function. Okay. So for to convert it into a function, we need to say def. Def means definition. Okay. And you say mm, my function, my function, and you add these parentheses at the start, and you simply say print hello world. ठीक है, print hello world. क्या 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 किया है, what I have done here, I've said ये print hello world जैसे कि वैसे ही है, मैंने बस I've just added it into a function, तो इसको you can call it as a function, ठीक है, and simply मैंने इसको रन कर दिया, but if you see it return कुछ भी नहीं हुआ है, whereas it's got return, right? मैंने just बोला कि print hello world, here I've said print hello world the same but inside a function. So the very first definition that we are learning, functions are the block of code. This is a block of code. Okay. This is a block of code. This means this is one of the block. Okay. This means it only runs when they are called. Okay, when they are called. So if मुझे मुझे इस function का output चाहिए, I have to call it like this. My function. ठीक है, सिंपल मुझे इस तरीके से उसको कॉल करना है, देन यू कैन सी इट गॉट प्रिंटेड. ठीक है, ठीक है. समझ में आया ये, वेरी सिंपल, राइट? वॉट एवर कोड यू टेक, वॉट एवर कोड, अभी यहाँ से ही कुछ कोड ऐसा लेते हैं. तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल दिस कोड, डिक्शनरी वन डिक्शनरी टू अपडेट डिक्शनरी वन, और कोई और ले लो. एनीथिंग. तो ये ले लेते हैं, ठीक है, बेस्ट. तो दिस इज अ फंक्शन. ये एक कोड है, फॉर लूप है, फॉर लूप है जिसको हमने 5 टाइम्स प्रिंट. आई राइट कोड डेली, आई राइट कोड डेली. So this is my function. To create a function, you need to say def and you need to say whatever name you give. Okay, then whatever name you can. So I can say my day to do. ठीक है, to do कर दिया, to do कर दिया, ठीक है। एंड इसके अंदर मैंने ये कंप्लीट कोड ही कॉपी पेस्ट कर दिया, कंप्लीट कोड ही मैंने कॉपी पेस्ट कर दिया। And if I run this, it will not return anything. But if I call this to do, so it will give me an output, इसका आउटपुट दे देगा, ठीक है। तो इतना ही है, इसके अंदर और कुछ नहीं है, ठीक है। But many people have seen like मतलब these functions are callable, like हमने इसे यहाँ पर कॉल किया है, so you can call this in some another method function, so let's not go there. So you need to understand this one, okay, this one. So now take any code from this. I will give you two, three codes. So what you have to do is you have to to do. To do means tasks to do. To do मतलब जो करना है. You can say like consider this a word only. You can write anything. So let me. I have said um, my my function. You can say like this also. So my function. So if I run this, again run this, I will get the same. Okay. So now I was saying कि from tuple और चलो आज के ही इसमें से take any simple code and create a function. Okay. So this is a code for you guys. This is a code for you. So you need a dictionary for it. Hmm. So this is the code for you. ठीक है. Code as in एक dictionary है, मैं बस उसको return कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है. So this is the code for you. Create a function which can return this dictionary. Create a function. Create a function and call that function, guys. Quickly. Okay. The code is like this. ये कोड है जो ये रिटर्न करेगा. रिटर्न एज इन रिटर्न करता है ना. दिस इज समथिंग वी हैव पास, दिस इज समथिंग वी हैव गॉट. So create a function. Give any name to your new like your life's first function. ठीक है, जिंदगी का तुम्हारा फर्स्ट फंक्शन रहेगा that you are writing. Create a function. Create a function. quickly. My function ABC. No, this is wrong. So this is your code only. ठीक है, ये आपका कोड है. You need to convert it into a function. ठीक है. So basically this is your code. Okay. So let's understand there are three to four blocks. ठीक है. First रहता है definition. You are defining a function. ठीक है. Defining a function. Second is your code block. ठीक है. Your code block. And the third is calling a function. Yeah, calling a function. So let me just say. Here you define a function. Okay. Here you define a function. Then here is your code block. Here is your code block. And the third is calling a function which you have created. Okay. क्या क्या है? पहले I have defined. Defining में क्या क्या चीजें है? दो चीजें. सबसे पहले I have to use this def, right? Def to create any function, and then I have to add any name whichever suitable for my code. ठीक है. तो यहाँ पर what I can write is return a dictionary. ठीक है. Or write a dictionary, create a dictionary. These function name I can use, and then you have to use this parenthesis. Okay. Parenthesis is also important, and then colon is also important. Once this colon is added, you can see there is this some space. It means this code block जो हमने लिखा है, which is inside this function जो हमने define किया. So now this code is inside this function. And now if I want to run this code block along with this function, if I want to run this entire code or entire function which is also called as methods, which is also called as methods, so I have to call it. Right? This is called as calling. Calling means मेरे पास इसको है ना my functions को यहाँ पर लिखा है. ठीक है. कॉल किया है, एक फोन कॉल लगाया. फोन कॉल कहाँ पर जाएगा? यहाँ पर जाएगा. ठीक है. और यहाँ पर जैसे जाएगा ये सारा प्रोसेस होगा. दिस विल रन वर्क. और जो भी यहाँ पर कोड रहेगा that will get the output of this code will get printed here. It's clear. So this is a way of writing it. Some more answers. Now this is a code block. ठीक है. तो ये जो code block था, I have given you this. You have to define a function, add the code block in the function, and call a function. Yeah, call a function. Try to do it. Let it be wrong. No worries. So this was actually a good thing. जिसमें what she done is my function नाम से कुछ define किया है, function define किया, लेकिन you have to use this def at the start. Then you have to add this particularly exact code. So this is the output kind of thing, value assigned, which is not right. In order to create a function. How hard it can be, guys. So let me just help you. So this is my code block. Okay. So there are 3 steps. Okay. So fourth step भी रहेगी, वो हम कल सीखेंगे. The first step is define, like def. So def. So here I am saying I am just defining get dictionary. Okay. Get dictionary, and this particular code block I'm just adding it here. ऐसे पेस्ट कर दिया तो लिखिए इधर आना पड़ेगा, राइट, एट दिस लोकेशन। ठीक है, तो ये हो गया। तो डिफाइनिंग हो गया, कोड ब्लॉक मैंने जैसे के वैसे ऐड करा है, एंड नाउ आई एम जस्ट कॉलिंग इट गेट डिक्शनरी। If I run this, uh, I have to say return a dictionary. ठीक है, तो इसको रिटर्न कर सकते हैं। हाँ, let me just show you this first. ठीक है, you can return this, you'll get, you can also say print. ठीक है, you can also say print, so it will get, simple है। क्या करा मैंने, I have defined a function, added the code that I have given to you, एंड जस्ट इस फंक्शन को मैंने कॉल करा है। ठीक है, वन मोर एग्जांपल लेट मी गिव यू। ठीक है, तो डेफ मैथ्स, ठीक है, मैथ्स नाम से मैंने एक फंक्शन क्रिएट करा है, जिसमें जिसमें मैंने कहा a इक्वल्स टू 5, b इक्वल्स टू 10। ठीक है, a इक्वल्स टू 5, b इक्वल्स टू 10। स्क्रीन दिसत नाही आहे, let me just put down the screen and put up the screen. दिसती है स्क्रीन, and you see my screen. Cool. So what I have said is मैंने एक function, I have defined a function which is called as def, def function is called as max। ठीक है, और एडिशन बोल सकते हो, इंस्टेड ऑफ मैथ्स मैं कर रहा हूँ एडिशन। एडिशन नाम से आई एम क्रिएटिंग अ फंक्शन। ठीक है, आई कैन से एनीथिंग, आई कैन से लेनोवो। ठीक है, आई कैन से एनीथिंग, दैट इज नॉट द थिंग, but it should be like appropriate what you are doing there, and I have written some code here। ठीक है, what code मैंने लिखा, a equals to 5, b equals to 10, and I'm saying c is equals to a plus b। मतलब इन दोनों को एडिशन मैं यहाँ पर लिख रहा हूँ, आई एम सेइंग रिटर्न सी। ठीक है, रिटर्न मतलब ये फंक्शन जब मैं कॉल करूंगा तब मुझे सी का वैल्यू मिलेगा। ठीक है, एंड आई एम सेइंग एडिशन जो मेरा फंक्शन है उसको रिटर्न करो, जस्ट नाउ दिस इज अ कॉलिंग। ठीक है, व्हाट विल हैपन हियर, सो व्हेन आई डू दिस, ये कॉल इसको जाएगा। ठीक है, देन दिस लाइन विल गेट रन। ठीक है, उसके बाद ये लाइन रन होगी, जिसमें कुछ हो नहीं रहा है, इट इज जस्ट डिफाइनिंग। नाउ दिस इज जस्ट डिफाइन, एंड नाउ हियर सी में ए का वैल्यू आएगा 5, बी का वैल्यू आएगा 10, और सी का वैल्यू अपडेट होगा 15। 15, and then I am saying return C। Yeah, return C। If I run this, I will get value at the wait, any question? No question। Okay, so I will run this first, you have to run this first, and then I will get a value of C as 15। ठीक है, अगर मैं इसको 10 कर देता हूँ, if I run this and now I run this, I will get 20। ऐसा नहीं कि मैं ये फिर से कॉल करूंगा तो ज्यादा बनेगा, इट्स जस्ट व्हाट, ये कॉल है बस, दिस इज जस्ट अ कॉल, दिस इज अ मेथड। ठीक है, this is a method, so why this has created, and what is the importance and some more complexity in it, so we will learn this tomorrow। Until then, write functions by your own। ठीक है, तो मैं बस एक एग्जांपल होमवर्क, ठीक है, होमवर्क फर्स्ट रहेगा, राइट ए प्रोग्राम फॉर subtraction method और function। ठीक है, सेकेंड रहेगा write a program for multiplication थर्ड रहेगा राइट ए प्रोग्राम फॉर डिवीजन. So these are work homework guys. Okay? These are homework. To complete this tomorrow, see you have to do this. Like if you don't do this work homework, so you समझेगा नहीं. क्योंकि this is very simple thing. Previously हम बस इतना लिख रहे थे, ठीक है, इतना कोड कर रहे थे, हमने बस इसमें ऐड किया है, ठीक है. So just added in the def and get dictionary or whatever you specify here. बस इतना ही करा. But you need to practice it, otherwise you will not get it. Okay. So that's it for today. If there is any question, drop in the comments, guys. Drop in the comments. Drop in the comments. If there is any question, drop in the comments. Or if there is no question, drop a win in the comments. If there is a question, drop in the comments. We'll discuss that. If there is no question, drop win in the comments. Drop in the comments. All right. तो मिलते हैं कल. बाय बाय. टेक केयर गाइस.